Hayden wants me to hold it like this for our entire conversation. This is not a podcast. This is a vlog.
Hello. Dude, Hi guys, welcome back to In Progress with Hannah, a space for honest reflections, gentle mindset shifts, and living a little more fully, a little more bravely, and a little more intentionally. Okay, so today I'm so excited to introduce you to my dear friend Fair, Prima Donna.
Woohoo, that's me.
I actually first met Fair 10 years ago, can you believe it? In LA. And I felt like we hit it off right away, at least from my side. She is one of those rare friends that it doesn't really matter how much time has passed. We don't see each other super often, but when we're together, the conversations are real, the laughs are genuine, and they're loud. She's the kind of person who always makes me laugh until my knees are weak. What I value the most about Fair is her lightness, her warmth, and how genuinely funny she is. But Fair is also one of those people who's constantly asking the bigger questions. So last night, when I was preparing for this episode, I realized I did not know what she did for a living
At all.
So I went obviously on her LinkedIn, and I was like, she's so smart.
She actually works.
Of course I knew she was intelligent, but this girl is so accomplished and so book smart too. So she studied biochemistry in UCLA.
Shy.
Was on some dean's list.
Oh.
And she did bioengineering at Penn. Mm-hmm. We are double alumni because we went to the same school and same university. And she has spent her career asking, how can we use technology to better people's health? So she's worked everywhere from healthcare consulting to co-founding a mental health startup. Mm-hmm. But lately, as she's been exploring the field, what really fascinates her is the psychological and spiritual side of health. Apart from all these fascinating things, she is constantly weaving together all the different threads to understand what it means to live a meaningful, well-lived life. And so we're going to be exploring that with her today, what it means to live well, what lights her up, what keeps her grounded. And Fair, thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure and an honor to be here. I've been waiting to say that for a long time. But I've accomplished a lot. Thank you for reminding me that.
You are super fucking accomplished. Okay. My first question for you, Fair, is what sparks joy for you?
Ooh. I feel like lately I've been thinking about joy in the very small things. Mm-hmm. So for me, the sunlight sparks a lot of joy. Mm-hmm. A good laugh.
Yeah.
I guess that is very joyful. Uh-huh. Coffee. I love drinking coffee. Iced coffee sparks a lot of joy for me. You know what? Babies.
Babies?
Cute kids. Oh my gosh. So much joy. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you were to describe your core values to me, or 3 or 4 pillars that are really essential to your most authentic self, what would you say they are?
I think the first one would be compassion. Mm-hmm. So compassion and kindness, I feel like it's a little similar, but that's a value I hold really strongly and dearly. Authenticity is a big one. Just being true to yourself. Living life the way you want to.
Yeah.
And peace.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think those are the 3 words.
Yeah. Okay. What would you say are the moments in your life when you feel most yourself?
Oh, most myself.
Yeah.
In the bathroom when I'm alone.
Okay.
When I'm taking on my makeup.
Yeah.
And I'm just dancing
Yeah.
to the music. I'm like the best singer in the world.
Yeah.
In the shower, you know.
Prima is out.
Prima is out. There's something about just like singing and dancing just like by yourself. And I feel like I love that, and I feel so much myself because that's in a space where like you're not trying to prove anything to anyone, right?
Yeah.
And you can be whatever you want. You can just like, you know, sing to whatever, dance to whatever.
Yeah.
And it feels really freeing.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think the goal in life is to like be like that in every situation.
Yeah.
Like if you can just do that and feel like that and be like that with everyone and in any setting.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best, I think.
Yeah. That is really amazing because actually one of the last questions that I was going to ask you is what does a life well lived mean for you? And I see you embody that so well in that it doesn't, like, I feel like even with all intelligence and all the accomplishments and all the depth that you have, there's always a lightness in you. And there's always, like, I feel like I always see Little Fair is always with you.
Yeah.
And that's something really special. So I'm curious too if you have been through, I mean, we're super young, right?
Yeah,
but if there was one kind of mountain you say you went through, or one big challenge in your life, what would you say that was?
I think the big mountain for me was sort of in my early 20s, where I was sort of not coming out per se, but I mean I did with my parents, kind of just in that process of just, you know, being me, discovering myself and in relationships and all of that. And it's like sexuality is one of them. For me, I really don't care. Gender is something I don't really, you know, care too much in a partner, in a relationship.
Yeah.
And that's something that I feel like still to this very day, like I believe that really strongly. Like, you know, that shouldn't define someone or whatnot. And so that's something that I had to, you know, tell my parents, or for them to know that accept or embrace this part of me.
Yeah.
And that's definitely there's definitely a huge, just, you know, culture, age, barriers and all of that. And I remember that was probably one of the toughest times in my life. Family is really important to me, right? To say that. So then when I felt like they didn't, you know, really accept or embrace that part of my identity, I definitely felt like maybe they didn't love me. You know, I really questioned it. That really affected my worth. Like I felt a lot, because family is so important, right? And my relationship with my parents, I feel like that's something I really value and I cherish a lot. And so I didn't realize how much like that meant to me until there was this tension that maybe my parents didn't accept or embrace this part of me. So I felt like, is their love conditional? And my relationship with them was really just up and down.
Yeah.
A lot that time. But I can definitely say that I'm like past that point.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be on the
other
side of that mountain.
Yeah.
But truly that has just made me feel a lot more light and free.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like family and your relationship with your family and your parents is such an important one.
Thanks for sharing that. That's very vulnerable. Do you mind me asking, like, now that you're on the other side of the mountain, what helped
to
overcome that?
I think when we were growing up, And for me, especially, I feel like when I was growing up, and I feel like it's probably normal for, teenagers and young adults to feel like their parents are like absolute authorities. They're this like picture perfect role models for you. Maybe not role models, but they're the adults that you look to, right?
Yeah.
So they're the people that you feel like they must know the answers to everything. And I really see that for my parents. Like I rely on them a lot. I really go to them for advice and all of that. But it's a realization that they're just humans as well. And I guess as we grow older and we're like in our 30s and we're still figuring life out. And I think as a kid you thought, if someone was 30, they'd have it all together. But jokes. Still no answers. Can't see them anywhere. So yeah, so I feel like, and then just recently too, when I like turned 28, and my mom had me when she was 28, and I was like, wow, that's a lot of responsibility for someone. And of course they had to, make mistakes or learn along the way. There's no rule book, there's no guide, there's no instructions to being parents.
Yeah.
And so just really accepting that and learning that, I think for me was then just unlocked a lot of compassion and love towards my parents that, hey, they also don't have answers. They're figuring it out as we go too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. That requires a lot of work on your side internally to get there. Okay. Yeah, so I do want to talk about your family actually, because family is so important to me too. And I love how the relationship you have with your family.
Yeah.
How would you describe the family dynamic that you have?
Ooh. Within our family, we can really be ourselves. And I think we're very open to each other, very communicative.
Yeah.
So I think if my brother has a problem, oftentimes we share it with each other. My mom, my dad, I think everyone, we complement each other a lot. So,
yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's more recent as well. But we've been a lot more encouraging and just like open to each other.
Yeah.
So that's been really nice.
Yeah.
And as the siblings, so me and my brothers were really tight.
Yeah.
And
by the way, guys, there has a 12-year gap between her and her brother, so it's amazing how tight they are. So it's Fresh
and Fame.
Okay.
My two younger brothers.
How old are they?
So he's 24 and 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you admire about each person in your family? So your mom, your dad, Fresh, and Fame.
I love that question. I'll start with the queen of the house, my mom.
Myself.
I wish. I'm the princess.
Okay.
My mom is a fiercely loyal and devoted person. She's also such a huge rule breaker.
Really?
She doesn't take no for an answer.
Ooh, I love that. We love a bit of that.
We love a bit of that. We need a bit of that. I admire that so much about her.
Yeah.
Just because even in the smallest things, she won't back down.
Yeah.
And most of the time, she's also doing it because she feels like it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
She'll fight for that.
Yeah.
So fun to deal with sometimes, not so fun sometimes.
When you're on the other side.
When you're on the other side, that's not fun.
Do you think it's something you inherited, this trait?
Not to that extent that she, embodies it, but a little bit of that for sure. Because I think I like challenging the status quo.
Yeah.
And I think I got a bit of that from her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad is the most patient and calm man ever.
Bless his heart.
Bless his heart.
We need more of those people in the world.
We need that. He's really like cool like the water in just really like crazy, stressful, intense situations.
Yeah.
And I think our family just relies on him to be that kind of solid calmness throughout all like the turbulent times.
Yeah.
He also has the best / worst dad jokes, depending on how you like your humor. But like the daddest of the dad jokes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, how about Fresh and Fame?
Oh, okay. Fresh and Fame. Fresh he's such a smart person. But I wouldn't say that's the most admirable trait about him.
Okay.
I just feel like everyone would say that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
You're not everyone.
I'm not everyone.
No.
I know better than that. He is such a fearless person. Yeah. To really, like, I think he's someone who's, if you look from the outside, you wouldn't imagine like the things that he like had to go through. But he's super fearless and he's just unapologetically himself, and I love that. Yeah. And then the last one, Fame. He is just so wise beyond his years, and his intensity for his craft. He loves cooking, he loves baking. And he's so passionate about all those things. Like he can just go at it for hours and hours, just like making the perfect sourdough, for example. And I am amazed at how he does it.
Yeah. Wow. Please invite me to
for sure.
some sort of family gathering. They sound like amazing people. Okay.
This is my favorite stuff about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's another side.
We won't go there.
Not today.
You'll witness for yourself. Kidding, they're the best.
Okay. Well, we touched a bit on your family. I want to talk a little bit about partnership. I want to talk a little bit about like what type of partnership are you calling in or you're envisioning for yourself? What would you like?
If I can pick like a menu, an a la carte menu.
Yeah.
3-course meal.
Or like maybe start with your non-negotiables.
Okay, my non-negotiables. Non-negotiables for me in a partnership, I think loyalty comes up in the first thing. I guess because compassion is one of my values. I think just having a compassionate and empathetic partnership, like being able to communicate, respecting each other and understanding each other is important.
Yeah.
I would say commitment is really important. I feel like what I'm learning as I'm going through partnerships is there's always going to be certain quirks, right? Because it's not like being with yourself, you're with someone else. And so I think it's just a lot of problem solving sometimes to, create that partnership that you want. So I feel like the commitment is what really is going to be the thing that helps drive both of you forward and help drive that partnership forward. Because that attitude of like, we can work through this. We can work together as a team.
Yeah. It's not me versus you. It's like us versus the problem.
Yeah. It's like the togetherness. So I feel like commitment does that, but maybe it's just like the collaborativeness as well, right? Like seeing that, hey, this is us. Yeah. Like what you said.
Yeah. I feel like it's partnership, love. Sometimes it seems so complicated, but it's really so simple. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I also want to talk a little bit about you.
I love that.
My favorite.
My favorite topic.
Just kidding. It's going to be a hard question.
Oh.
Okay. The question is, if nothing changed in the next 5 years, what would quietly break your heart?
Oh, gosh. What a hard question. That's really tough.
It is very tough. We can let it sit for a second.
Okay. Do you have your answer to this?
Ooh, I do have my answer.
Ooh, can I hear it?
Can you hear? You want to hear?
Yeah.
Okay. I think because of this question, it was kind of a trigger for me to quit my job this year. So I would say my answer is my career. And my career gave me so much at the time in the past 7-8 years, in the time that I was there. It gave me so much. I learned so much, business wise. It was almost like a free master's, or it was
like an MBA.
Yeah, I learned a lot at the startup. But then even more than that, I got a lot of freedom and flexibility and autonomy in my job. I was able to live where I want, how I wanted.
That's
so
amazing.
It served a big purpose for me for a lot of my life. But I feel like this year I got to really become more aware of the cost of that.
Yeah.
I saw how my self-worth has changed, has dimmed over the years. As a kid, I had such high self-worth,
Yeah.
Like when you asked me, like, what do I want to be when you grow up? It was like the sky was the limit, you know?
What did you say? What was your answer?
A cashier.
The sky is the limit.
But I considered other options too, Like I was just like, I could be anything. I could be a doctor if I wanted to, I could be literally. But right now, and it's not just me, I see it in a lot of adults, like even small career changes, even asking for a raise, even asking for like a promotion, like any small shift is a huge deal.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. We deal with a lot of fear of failure. I don't have, at the beginning of this year, I didn't have I was so far from that kid with such a big, high self-worth. And as a kid, like I achieved so much believing in myself, having that confidence, and it kind of broke my heart to see where I was at the beginning of this year. So I would say my career. And right now it's just ending and I'm in a transitional part of my life. And yes, it's scary, but it's also very exciting.
Wow.
Because this time I'm betting on myself,
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so brave of you.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to revisit your dream career.
We'll see. I want more. I want all the things I had, but I want cashier.
Cashier. Honestly, that was my dream.
Was it your dream?
Yeah. I would go like grocery shopping with my parents. We would go as a kid, and then we would like to go pretty late, so they would be closing. And when people were closed, like when they weren't looking, I would go and like tap on the cashier because I was like, "This is my dream job."
Oh my gosh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I remember one of my birthdays, somebody gave me a cashier.
Oh my gosh, best present ever.
Flipped out. I was like, thug, 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 thug. Ta-ting. All this
like,
cash.
But it's like the satisfaction of like the clicking and the ka-ching and the, oh gosh.
Yeah.
And the thrill
you get
of like
me.
People.
I knew we had something in common. I knew it.
This is it. Oh my gosh. Anyways, back to this. Is that I just want to say I love that you were saying like people nowadays are just like so afraid of making the small changes, right? Like even asking for a raise or like getting promoted. It's like the current economy, but also like the current context of just like people feeling like they're really in like this scarce mindset as well, right? Because I was thinking about like my career change as well. I just had a career change recently as well. And I was just thinking, I was like, what if this doesn't work out? What do I do? Like, I left this all behind to kind of focus on this. But then I saw this quote. The gist of it is like, why do you think it won't work out? What if it all works out perfectly? And I feel like we're always thinking, what if it doesn't work out?
Yeah.
But what if it does?
Yeah.
So just like that shift.
Yeah. It's reframing. It's so powerful.
Yeah.
Okay. I have one more question. What would you do if you trusted yourself completely?
Ooh, what would I do if I trusted myself completely? As in, like, how would I live, or like, what would I?
Well, you're saying you're in a transition period as well with your career
Yeah,
recently and things like that.
yeah.
If you had no fear of failure,
Mm-hmm.
if you knew that anything you touched would turn to gold and
Ooh,
it would be a success,
yeah.
what would you do?
Oh gosh, such a good question. I would kind of just like go back to the basics a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so as you've wonderfully introduced me, I've always worked in like healthcare,
Yeah.
and uh, I think it's still the most important thing. Like health is the most important thing. Physical
Mm-hmm.
health, mental health, all of spiritual health, all of that. You know, we're in this society now and in this time too where all the buzz is about AI and technology and blockchain and all these,
Mm-hmm.
innovations, right? That's
Yeah.
like the sexy thing now.
Yeah.
Um, but I feel like the answer is actually in the simple things, in the very basics of things like community,
Mm.
family,
Mm-hmm.
nature, being outdoors,
Yeah.
like the really simple things, the
Yeah.
things that don't cost money.
Yeah.
Like having conversations, friendships, relationships, um, food as well, the quality of food and the things you nourish yourself with, right? All of
Yeah.
that. So if I trusted myself completely, I would want to create a space, create a place, or maybe start setting new norms of how this is so important.
Yeah.
Is maybe having more conversations about, less AI, more human,
Yeah.
or less computer, more sun.
Yeah.
Just all those things. Yeah.
I do feel that, like, with the shift towards all this technology and artificial intelligence and everything,
Mm-hmm.
at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
humanity that cannot be replaced
Yeah.
is becoming more and more and more precious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have some rapid fire questions.
I love rapid fire questions.
To end everything. So, okay. Matcha or hojicha?
Matcha.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Morning person or night owl?
Morning.
Go-to karaoke song?
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I don't know. Brave, Sarah Bareilles.
Good one.
Yeah.
Beach or mountain?
Beach.
Always. Currently obsessed with?
Oh my gosh. Nobody wants this. The
Ooh,
show. You know it.
Yes. Sponsored by, I'm just kidding.
Netflix?
Nobody's sponsoring.
Not yet.
What is your comfort show or movie?
Ooh, comfort show, a movie. Cheaper by the dozen.
Ooh, Hillary Duff.
Hillary.
What's one thing you want to get better at this year?
Ooh. Trusting myself.
Ooh. What's one thing you want to let go of this year?
Just like stories that limit me. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for having Fair and for showing up for us today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you found value in what we were talking about. I'll see you in the next one.
Woo. Thank you for having me.
Yay! Let's go on, Sam. Okay.
Which side is your good side, Hannah?
I don't have a bad side, Fair.
That was the answer I was hoping for.
Okay.
Wait, you recorded already?
Oh, is it good? Can you see?
I
can't see either. Should I go see?
Do you want to go check it one more time?
Okay.
Turns out we're just checking this entire time.
We are old. Okay. I think it's good.
I think it's good.
Yeah.